How you guys doing? Alfonso Cuadra here again for highimpactmedia.com, High Impact Media TV. Today I'm with Ben Stewart. How you doing?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Property Stars, a company that's just exploding across Canada, and we're here at headquarters.
Right at headquarters, yep.
In Ottawa. So we want to get a little bit of a feeling. By the way, thank you for being on the show.
No worries.
But we want to get a feeling for the people who are watching. How did you get started? How do you go from maybe going door to door, or how did you get started?
Started this business actually in high school. I was 17 years old, grade 11, grade 12, and I started cutting lawns. From there, over the next couple of years, I stumbled across an aeration service that I could sell door to door in the neighborhood and do quite well at. I started developing a human resource system on how to recruit students in, train them on how to do it, and we started building from there. So it was really a long process. Started with one machine myself. 9 years later, I only had 10 machines. And here we are another 6-7 years later, and we have over 1,200 aerators from coast to coast in 12 corporate locations. So every single day you've got to push.
So so it took you 9 years to develop the model.
Correct.
And then it's so funny because people are talking, oh, these guys blew up all of a sudden.
That's
but
right.
It's really been this.
It's been a long time. I'm 35 years old now. Yeah. I started it when I was 16, 17, so that's 18, 19 years, right? And the first 9 years was under the radar because I was a little guy with a few machines running around, figuring it out, developing the system, developing the HR, developing the direct sales model on how we were going to produce it. Once we had that figured out, then it was just a matter of leveraging it and starting to develop it in size. So went from 1 or 2 trucks, within a couple of years we're 15 trucks, and now we're 60, 70 vehicles across the country.
Now we're in your, how big is the warehouse?
This is an 18,000 square foot location.
18,000 square foot location. You have something going on there. This is your training for the sales?
Every morning our staff comes in, 40 to 60 workers come in for the morning. Right now we're in our driveway sealing season, so we do the blacktopping of the driveways. They come in the morning to get the team sorted out, to do a morning sales training and product knowledge, things like this. Get the team organized and out the door. The rest of the facility, you see some aerators down here. The rest of the facility is for our construction team. We have one special construction team that works on all the maintenance and repairs of all of our equipment countrywide and travels out with 18-wheelers and trucks to distribute the machinery and the equipment across the country.
Nice.
We all do it from Ottawa here.
Now, is this a franchise?
This is not a franchise. It's all corporately owned.
Okay. So all the locations across Canada is all owned by
me.
Canadian
Property Service. Okay. One company, one owner. You're looking at it. Yeah. It was. We found that the business itself, our model, it is a direct sales company. It's a very difficult business to run. We are a seasonal business from April till the fall, and you've got to be willing to put out 16, 18 hours, really long days. And the typical franchisee, someone coming into that business, is looking to buy a job, really, a Subway or sandwich or whatever the case, and they're looking to work a standard set hours.
Yeah, well, 9 to 5. They clock out. 5 o'clock, everybody's looking around.
Yeah, they clock out. Well, that's when we're just getting going. That's when people are coming home for us, right?
Yeah.
So,
and especially in the summer, for an entrepreneur, you miss out on a lot. You miss out on your summers, right?
Yeah. I as a kid growing up, I loved fishing and going on adventures, and I played a lot of sports. And pretty much from the age of 17 on, I haven't had a summer. That's now obviously changing as our company's grown, and it's provided a lot more opportunity. But when the spring and summer's on, it's go time for us.
So what makes it different between any other company that does a similar work than what you guys are doing? What makes you guys different?
Well, our unique selling proposition for a homeowner that has a choice between buying an aeration from, let's say, us or a fertilizing company would be that we come and we take care of the services at the best time of year. We're a time-sensitive company, so in the spring when aeration needs to get done and we need to get poke the holes down and get the lawns green, our team is there. And we're not a company that waits for the phone to ring. We actually go out into the neighborhoods and go out to the families that need it, and we knock on doors, right? So we're doing it at the right time. For the summer, once it's a little bit warmer, we start doing the driveway sealing, and again, we do charity work in the fall. So our company, what set us apart and has allowed us to grow is that we're willing to go out. We're not willing to just put out marketing dollars, which I'm sure you can agree, putting out paper ads and newspaper and radio these days, the effectiveness is just not there as it once used to be. Everything's referrals nowadays. Everything's person to person. So we train our staff on personal development, on being able to present themselves and being able to convey what they have to offer to a homeowner in a professional way. And we're not only poking holes and sealing driveways, but we're developing the youth of today as well.
That's really, for someone, if I had a choice, I would definitely want to contribute to one of these kids that are coming to do
for sure.
This work.
Most of them are students in college, and this is a way that they're saving for tuition. So that's one of the big positives for them, is that they're in school all year, and when the snow melts and they're out of exams, we're just starting. So it's a perfect job for a college university student.
Ben, people are very excited. They've seen you, they've heard your story. Now they see your operation. One tip you can offer an entrepreneur out there just about to get started, and something that they can take and run with them.
What I'd say to all entrepreneurs out there, I've met a lot. I'm one myself. I've ran many small businesses. If you want to be successful in the short term, and more importantly in the long term, because there's no point getting in business unless you're going to sustain that business, learn how to sell what you have to offer. If you're not willing to sell, you're willing to die in business. And the companies in the industrial age and companies that have thought that the old ways is going to work are quickly finding out that unless they're willing to get out there and pound some pavement, they're going to have a tough time. So learn how to market yourself, learn how to sell yourself, and keep up with the technology. That's really, really important. But above all those things, if you know how to sell what you're offering, you're going to be okay.
Great tips. High Impact Media TV. Luke, you're going to show Luke around and downstairs? Okay, great. Let's cut to that.
Hey, welcome back. Earlier you were with Alfonso, and he was speaking to Ben about how he started his business and some tips, success tips on how to run a business. Now I'm actually going to show you what Ben actually does. Actually, Ben's going to show me. So he started off with 8 aerators in the basement of his house. Now, how many aerators do you have?
Just over 1,200. We get 1,200 of these bad boys. This is the Ryan aerator. 4 horsepower Honda engine, so it runs real smooth. You notice at the back, these are what you call tines. They're hollow, and with the weight of the machine, which is approximately 300 pounds, once it's dropped into the soil, it removes cores of earth 2 to 3 inches. In the spring, when you have that lawn compaction, it's going to remove the cores, allow the oxygen, rain, and nutrients to get down to the roots, and that's why our lawns get thicker and stronger. So that's what the aeration does in the spring. Gets the lawn woken up for the spring.
And that's one of the reasons, because a lot of people don't know what aeration is, especially myself until I met you today.
Yeah.
So this is good for every homeowner.
Yeah, I mean, in Ottawa, as an example, we have a lot of snow in the winter, so those lawns get compacted down.
Right.
So that's why whenever you see the snow melt, you see everyone's lawns are brown. But if you were to go to British Columbia or some other province where they don't have as much snow, they don't have that same level of compaction. So when that lawn's compacted down, it can't breathe. And lawns need to breathe just like humans. So what this machine does is it relieves compaction, allowing the nutrients down to the root. Well, the other thing it does is this is the one natural service you can do for a lawn that actually deepens the root system. Really? A lot of people don't know that. It drives the roots down further into the soil, which enables it to retain more water. So when we get these hot summer days, later in the summer, everyone's lawns are browning out. The aeration is the one service that can retain a little water, keep the lawns going green, save on the water bill, which is saving the environment. It's pretty cool.
Everybody loves to save on the water bill. I did not know that until today. Thanks a lot, Ben, for showing us around.
All right, thank you so much.
High Impact TV, guys. We'll see you later.
Boom.
I'm CEO of a company called High Impact Media, which is a media company. And basically the idea is that when an entrepreneur starts in business, what most people are not aware of is that they spend a lot of time and money going to a lot of different places. They got this guy that's going to do their web, this guy's going to do their SEO, this guy's going to do this print, he's going to get his car wrap in one place. So basically, High Impact Media, we put everything under one roof. Your video production, your website production, your print media, even leads and networking, everything that an entrepreneur is going to need to get started, all under one roof. including brand strategies and pretty much anything you're going to need as an entrepreneur. You can come to High Impact Media, and we like to we have a little tagline that says it's the Disney World for entrepreneurs.